saving, that it saves the federal budget. Yes, it does, but it simply shifts that cost to the states. That's phony savings in my book.
All right, Senator, you're an independent, so by comparison, your heart and mind is open. Paul Ryan said that this is just part one of a three-part effort. Should Democrats sit back here and wait and see how the other parts look, or is this so bad to you it's just a non-starter?
I think it's so bad that it's a non-starter. I mean, 24 million people losing their health insurance is really a disaster. And these guys keep talking about a market. Yes, there's a kind of market in health insurance. You can buy different policies, but actually their bill would make it harder because it takes out one of the provisions of the Affordable Care Act that allows people to actually determine the actuarial value of the two policies, makes it harder to shop. But the underlying point is health care is not a market. When you go in to buy a car, you can compare cars, you can know what the price is, and you know what the quality is, you can test drive. When you go into a hospital, you need a stent, you don't have any market power, you don't have any ability to negotiate or go to another hospital or say, I'm going to test drive this stent. The idea that health care is some kind of market is just not true. And what they're saying is, yeah, people can have choices. Well, I have a choice to buy a Maserati, but that doesn't mean I have the ability to buy one. And in many cases, particularly for seniors, their plan drastically increases costs. So, yeah, you might have a choice to buy health care, but it would take more than half of your annual income, and that's not really a real choice at all. So what we really ought to do is take a deep breath, drop this proposal that's, I think, a disaster on virtually all fronts, and start all over again. And let's work together to solve the problems. And I agree there are problems with the Affordable Care Act, and repair it so that it works for the American people. But the bottom line is that what they're doing is cutting taxes for wealthy people. That's a big part of this bill. And cutting subsidies, particularly to people over 50 years old and people with lower incomes. These are working people, by the way. These aren't people on welfare. These are working people that are going to lose their ability to buy health insurance.
Coming together and working together and negotiating is precisely what President Trump said about this.